Most people buy healthy cooking oil. They stand in the supermarket, read labels, and pay extra for the good one. And in that moment, they feel confident. They believe they've made a smart, healthy choice. But then something quiet happens. They go home. They turn on the stove. They start cooking. And that healthy oil is slowly destroyed the moment heat is added. Not because the oil is bad, but because the oil is used at the wrong temperature. Using the wrong oil at the wrong heat can quietly cancel the health benefits you're trying so hard to protect. And the most difficult part is this. Nothing feels wrong. The food tastes fine. The oil smells normal. Cooking feels familiar. According to Harvard Health Publishing, how we use fats can matter just as much as which fats we choose. And one oil mistake is far more common than most people realize. As we age, our blood vessels become more sensitive. This doesn't happen suddenly. It happens gradually. The inner lining of blood vessels, called the endothelium, helps regulate blood flow and blood pressure. When we are younger, this lining recovers quickly. Small stress is repaired. Minor damage is corrected. But after 60, recovery slows. The National Institutes of Health explains that oxidative stress, damage caused by unstable fats and heat, has a stronger effect in older adults. Let's pause here. This means the same oil, used the same way, can create more stress after 60 than it did at 40. The oil didn't change. The stove didn't change. Your body did. And that's why small daily cooking habits start to matter much more. Not because food suddenly became dangerous, but because the body became less forgiving. And this next part explains why many people who eat healthy still struggle with blood pressure and cholesterol. They did not make one big mistake. They made small ones every day. Mistake number 1, using extra virgin olive oil on high heat. Extra virgin olive oil is widely known as a healthy fat. And that reputation is deserved when it's used correctly. It contains polyphenols, natural antioxidant compounds that help protect blood vessels and reduce inflammation. This is why olive oil is often linked to heart health. But here is the key detail many people miss. Polyphenols are heat sensitive. Let's say that again because this is important. Polyphenols do not like heat, high heat, long cooking times, repeated heating. Each one slowly breaks down what makes extra virgin olive oil special. Now this is where confusion begins. You might think, so should I stop using olive oil? Is olive oil actually bad for cooking? No. Extra virgin olive oil is not bad. This is not a warning to throw it away. The real point is this. High heat for long periods reduces what makes it special. That's why nutrition experts explain that extra virgin olive oil works best as a finishing oil, not as a high-heat workhorse. Used correctly, it supports health. Used incorrectly, it simply becomes another cooking fat. And most people never realize when this change happens, because nothing dramatic occurs. There is no warning sign. Mistake number 2, believing high smoke point means healthy. Many people choose oils based on smoke point alone. Smoke point tells you how much heat an oil can tolerate before it starts to smoke. That matters for cooking safety. But smoke point is not a health score. Let's slow this down. An oil can handle heat and still create stress in the body. Oils like grapeseed oil or sunflower oil often have high smoke points, but they are rich in polyunsaturated fats. These fats are chemically fragile. When heated repeatedly, they oxidize more easily. Oxidized fats can irritate blood vessels and increase inflammation over time. So remember this carefully. Smoke point helps you cook safely. It does not define health. Mistake number 3. Assuming soybean oil is neutral and safe. Soybean oil is one of the most commonly used oils. It's affordable. It's everywhere. So many people assume it must be harmless. Soybean oil is high in omega-6 fatty acids. Omega-6 itself is not bad. Your body needs it, but balance matters. According to NIH-supported research, excess omega-6 intake, especially when combined with repeated heating and low omega-3 intake, may promote a more inflammatory environment. After 60, this balance matters more because inflammation control weakens. The issue is not the oil alone. It's how often, how much, and how it's used. And this mistake often hides inside normal home cooking. Mistake number 4, reusing frying oil too many times. This habit is extremely common. It still looks fine, it doesn't smell bad. It would be a waste to throw it out. But heat changes oil at a molecular level. Each heating cycle creates more oxidized compounds. These compounds accumulate even if the oil looks normal. After 60, the body clears these substances more slowly. That means more strain on digestion, blood vessels, and metabolic health. Mistake number 5, using one oil for every type of cooking, one oil for frying. The same oil for stir frying. The same oil for salads. This feels convenient, but oils are not designed to work that way. Different cooking methods stress fats differently. Ignoring this means even good oils can quietly stop helping your health. Clear oil guide by cooking temperature. Let's make this practical. Instead of vague rules, here's how to choose oils based on cooking temperature. High heat cooking. For high heat, the goal is stability, not antioxidants. Good examples include refined avocado oil, refined olive oil, not extra virgin, high oleic sunflower oil. These oils are rich in monounsaturated fats, which stay structurally stable under heat. They don't offer many antioxidants, but they don't fall apart easily. Important clarification. Not all avocado oil is the same. Refined avocado oil is suitable for high heat. Unrefined or cold-pressed avocado oil is less heat-stable and works better at lower temperatures. For high heat, stability matters more than nutrients. Medium heat cooking. At medium heat, many oils can work. Examples include regular olive oil, canola oil. But this is where reuse becomes a problem. If an oil has already been heated once, don't keep reusing it day after day. Repeated heating increases oxidation even at moderate temperatures. The oil may look fine, but chemically, it is slowly changing. After cooking, this is where extra virgin olive oil truly shines. It contains polyphenols, antioxidants. These compounds help support blood vessels and reduce inflammation. But they are heat sensitive. So use extra virgin olive oil after cooking, not during high heat. This is how you actually keep its benefits. Frying is the most stressful situation for oil. Here, the goal is not nutrition. It is choosing the oil that breaks down the least. Oils most commonly recommended include refined avocado oil, refined olive oil, high oleic sunflower or canola oil. But one point is critical. No oil becomes healthy when deep fried. According to guidance emphasized by Harvard and NIH nutrition education, the safest approach after 60 is simple. Fry less often. Do not reuse oil many times. Replace frying oil regularly. Simple summary. High heat. Choose stability. Medium heat. Limit reuse after cooking. Protect nutrients. Frying. Reduce frequency. This is not about perfect eating. It's about not undoing good choices in the kitchen. This is not an oil review video. This is a breakdown of everyday cooking mistakes many seniors make without realizing. Small habits done every day matter far more after 60.